Hey guys, I'm Jørn from Bokassa and you're watching Berlin Metal TV.
Tag allerseits, ich bin Armin für Berlin Metal TV. Hey everybody, this is Armin for Berlin Metal TV and we are in the honorable metal dungeon today at Dodo Beach Record Store Berlin. With me is Jørn from Bokassa. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing fine. It's nice to be in Berlin.
Yeah, so you just arrived tomorrow. You're going to play a big show with Metallica and Ghost. But let's talk about your new album, which is out. I like it a lot personally. I heard your first album too before that. How much do you like your new album, and did it turn out as you expected it to be?
Yeah, I really like it. I'm very happy with the album. Yeah, I think it turned out how I expected it to be. I kind of always wanted like a big sound, a big rock sound. We tried that with the Divide and Conquer, but we're halfway through. We got I guess a more dirty sound, which is nice. But I always wanted that, you know, that really booming when you hear the bass like pop in the speakers, and I think it does. Yeah. So yeah, I'm really happy about it.
But when you have your first things in mind, maybe, or in your guts, wherever it comes from, right? Does it translate to what you hear right now, or do you have to do like detours to get there, or do you change things in the process a lot?
You mean with writing songs?
Yeah, totally. When it comes to the final product.
Yeah.
How often do you change stuff up?
Very often. Actually.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, we have. We're actually now we are. I'm writing our third album, and it's like same process with everything. Actually, you just I kind of write the shell. You know, you have some riffs, you have words and chorus, a bridge, and things you're happy with, and then you take it to the guys, you play around with it, and then I always record it on my phone and I listen to it afterwards, and I'm like, maybe that part wasn't that cool and stuff like that. So yeah, always change, and I always I'm like, if I listen to records afterwards, I also think of stuff like, fuck, should have done that, or should
really? You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm never happy, but I am happy. But you know.
Okay. But when it comes to the creation process, you do the first things like the lyrics and the shell, as you call it, right?
The lyrics comes last.
Okay, they come last.
Yeah.
So who does which part, and do those parts change too?
I write the songs.
Yeah.
And when I feel they are close to finished, I bring them to the guys.
Okay.
And the lyrics.
But you would go with music first, and then the lyrics on top.
Yeah, I have a melody though.
Okay.
I always have a melody and a rhythm what I'm going to sing, but I always sing gibberish until I write lyrics.
It's cool. It's cool. Yeah.
So it's like a lot of the songs. Every song I think on both our records and our EPs have been created with gibberish lyrics. That like on rehearsal I was just singing random stuff, and the guys are like, well, are you saying that? Don't pay attention, don't change that.
It's cool.
It's not, it's just to get a melody, you know. Yeah.
Okay. Can you say which part of the whole process is like the most work to you? Which feels the toughest to do? That you actually want to skip or something?
Vocals. Yeah. I fucking hate doing vocals.
Like what exactly about it?
No, because like I always feel that I sing my best live, because then it's so loud, and I play guitar at the same time, so then I can push my voice.
I see.
So I get that scream, and to do that in the studio, I have to have my headphones so fucking loud that it's painful and have to scream, and then you take a take, and a producer or engineer says no, take another one. I'm like, fuck you, and then I have to take another one. At the end I don't have a voice left, because we always do our records on like 1 week.
Yeah.
Because you know how it is, you don't have time, you don't have money. It's like, so if I could, I would done like one song a day, then skip, and one song then. But since we do everything in like 1 or 2 days, I hate to do vocals, man.
Yeah, I read that for the new album, right? It was recorded in a very short period of time.
Yeah.
Of course. So actually the recording is the most strenuous for you, because you have to do it over and over again, your parts.
Yeah. The guitar parts, no problem.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, because then I can drink a beer and just do the guitar, and if they say, do that part again, okay. But with the voice you can, because when you start drinking alcohol, when you're doing vocals, you have a certain amount of time where it works and you can get a good scream. but then the alcohol fucks up your voice. So then I have to be sober in the studio. So yeah, I know I hate doing the vocals, man.
Damn, it sucks to be a vocalist then.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah, and I always get that get like jealous of the drummer and the bass player, because they do gangs vocals, but they're just like whoa, you know. And I just see them just sitting in the studio, relaxing with their laptops and shit while I'm screaming, and I can't even drink. So,
oh man!
Never be a vocalist.
Okay, don't do that.
Oh, if you're going to record, don't do it.
Yeah. Never record.
Never record anything.
Just go on stage. That's it. So, what is the favorite part then that you do as an artist? Is it in the songwriting process, or is it on stage at the end? Is it when people like buy your album and smile or whatever it is? What is it?
Oh, there's so many. There's always when you feel like you have, like for example, written like a really catchy chorus or really good riff. That is always like a really great feeling. Yeah. Because I always feel like I felt that like after our first EP, after first album, I felt I can't possibly write any more riffs, and then suddenly I did. So that's like always a good feeling, and also the fact that when you record it and when you hear, like for example, the first mix, and it's like, oh shit, that sounds good, you know. But the best feeling is probably on stage. But yeah, I enjoy both. Yeah. And I also love it when we get reviews that really gets the record. I see. You know, because I read them, most of them that get sent, and many are fine. But when you find those who really understand what we're doing, that makes me happy.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, most people might not. And some people might like what you're doing, even though they don't understand.
Yeah.
But
that's fine. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
But it's like because we have a lot of reference in our music, and it's a lot of subgenres merged, and people get it. I find it nice. I also like people who necessarily don't know those subgenres, just think it's a cool record. But it's like it's always cool to read. Yeah, read the journalist who really took his time, you know. Yeah. So I enjoyed that as well.
When I was reading through some of those, I mean, you sound aggressive. It is aggressive music. Many would say the lyrics are aggressive too. I would call them like reactionary too, because what you are talking about is there first, I guess, and you are raging on that, actually. So it's not you who started it, basically, right? So it's not you that is aggressive. You're just giving back what is basically torturing you, I would say. Yeah. And if people hop onto that and be with you, that's a great thing.
Yeah. Sure.
Because you were in the first album, you had a lot of anti-American notion to it. I felt at least. Yeah, is that still your enemy, if you will?
Yeah, we were never. I don't think we were anti-American, but I guess it can easily be understood as that, because I was at the time the lyrics was very about what was happening at Norway at that time. But I guess it also happens in America. Yeah. So yeah, I see how
you made a few puns of Trump's stuff. I believe.
Okay.
In the what was your first? Your EP. What was the EP?
War on Everything.
Yeah, the War on Everything.
Oh yeah, do you think
make music great?
Make music great again. Right? Yeah.
So that was the reference that I thought about.
Oh yeah.
And also you were singing about redneck stuff.
So no, but it wasn't anti-American though.
That was what I understood in the first time, because there were several things that Americans might do are shitty about, and you were against that.
No. That was actually a song about Norway.
Interesting.
Yeah. But I see how it can be thought that way. Yeah. But the Make Music Great Again EP was because I saw the way things were going, and I saw that Trump would be, and I also thought at the time about that Make Music Great Again, because we always have tongue-in-cheek titles, and I thought like, okay, if we're not releasing this soon, someone is going to think of this. Because it's not an original thought, so we just had to get out to Make Music Great Again, just to just to have that title, so we can say, yeah, we said it first.
So he took the saying from you, actually.
Yeah, sure.
That's how that went.
Yeah, but it wasn't anti-American though. It was about Norway.
That's great though. Well, maybe I'm anti-American.
Maybe you are.
Probably, that must be it then. Yeah.
Yeah, Germans and Americans aren't so much friends these days with
no.
Merkel and Trump.
Not anymore. No, everything is going down.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, but let's talk about your tour right now. I read that they called you up from Metallica and you were not quite believing it in the first place, and you hung up on them. How exactly did that go? Was it a very shocking moment?
No, it was like I was walking home, got a call. It was like a New York number or something.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was a scam call, you know. And then I got this long text from Metallica's management, and I was like, oh fuck. So I called up and was like, sorry. And they told us that they wanted us to be on their summer tour, all of it. And I said yes, I will do that.
Okay.
So yeah.
And then you talk back with your buddies and
yeah, I called them instantly afterwards, and we had a party at my flat.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then we were told to not say it to anyone for 3 months.
Right.
So yeah, that was fucking hard.
but you still are in connection with other musicians, old buddies of yours. Maybe aren't you talking about that, or you really have to strictly not say anyone?
No, we couldn't say it to anyone.
Okay.
Because they were afraid of leaking.
Yeah.
And what's funny with it is, like, we didn't tell anyone. Even our bass player didn't tell his girlfriend and mother and stuff. Because I did. I told my family.
Okay.
But like our bass player was. But then, like 2 days before it was going public, some fucking dude down in Spain or something just drove around in a trailer with all the artwork on. What? And it was blowing up, and people were like tagging us and shit. What the fuck is this? Bokassa, blah blah. And we were like, fuck, we can't say anything. And our bookers was calling like, da. But we were like, yeah, at least it wasn't us who fucked it up.
Yeah,
it was some guy in Spain. Yeah.
Fuck, man. Okay.
So all this secrecy between like 3 bands, Metallica, Ghost, and Bokassa, and this guy decided to take a trip on the runway with the artwork on his trailer.
That's so weird, man.
That's how it broke.
Oh man! But how is it like meeting Metallica and Ghost then and work with them together professional? Do you have to spend a lot of time to get shit organized and set up, or do you meet rather rarely?
Yeah, we meet rather rarely.
Yeah.
Lars comes by our dressing room and he has times and say hi, and that's cool. And the Ghost people we usually have backstage with, so we meet them and we sometimes take a couple of beers and stuff. But the other guys we don't see much. We have met them a couple of times, which is really nice people. But the one we see most is Lars, which is cool. And we hang out with some of the ghouls. That's awesome. That's awesome. How
wild like are Metallica? Do they still throw like a TV out as a window, like in the Whiskey in the Jar music video and shit? Is everybody, do they stuff or do they not do stuff?
I don't know. We're not hanging with them after the shows.
Damn.
It could be, but it's kind of a laid back tour though. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So no really TV throwing out of hotel windows?
No TV throwing. Closest was our drummer got really drunk and went to the VIP bar, and the next day there was our credentials was X'd out. Well, so we're not allowed there anymore.
You left your mark there.
Yeah.
So what's the biggest stage that you have been on? Is it the biggest stage you have been on? Was it with this tour or earlier?
What do you mean, before Metallica?
Yeah, you own the biggest stage that you ever been on. Which one was it?
Yeah, I can assure you it was with Metallica.
Yeah. So how was the first one of those biggest stages?
The biggest
stage. How
did
it feel to you?
Were either Slane. No, it was Stade de France. I think it was 90,000. Slane Castle was 80.
Fuck,
yeah.
Man, that's a lot.
Yeah, there wasn't that when we played. About 50,000 maybe. But that is a nice number.
They're very far away too.
Yeah.
You know? I mean. What's the difference to you? I mean, when you're in a small club or whatever, you can look people in the eye when you're shouting and stuff, right? But in a stadium, you can't even see the third row. What does it mean to you, the difference between...
Well, it's kind of like, because Metallica has a catwalk, So you can like walk
I
down.
see, that makes something, right?
And there's a snake pit which is in the middle of the catwalk, and then on the other side there are these golden circle. So if I like to walk down to the catwalk, and then I can see him.
Yeah.
And like this dude, like
Great.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I try to do that, and then it feels kind of like the same connection you get as a club.
Okay.
But of course there are also people, I don't know, 20 meters that way, and on the tribuna, which I never can see anyway.
Yeah.
We had some friends over to see us in Paris, and one of them thought that I might see them if she dressed all in pink. So she had a pink,
of course,
dress on. It was like, didn't you see so? There's 50,000 people there. I can't. Sorry.
Nice dress.
Yeah, it was a nice idea.
Yeah. Oh man, but it's interesting that you still get this moment of closeness. If the stage is built like that, I guess not every stage would provide that.
No, but that's the cool thing with Metallica though, because they're not like, I don't know, fucking AC/DC or Guns N' Roses, which it has like this very long between you.
Super long, right? Yeah.
Metallica, they used to have like the spider scene, which was in the middle of people, and the catwalk is built so that you are really close.
That's great.
Because they also moved the drums during half of the show down there.
Cool.
So
I've done that before.
Yeah. So they are really
awesome.
Care about being close to the fans, and that's nice for us because we like to be close because that's what we are used to. Yeah, of course we played some big Norwegian festivals where you have those, but this is actually closer than that.
How awesome is that?
Yeah, I think it's great because we were thinking in beforehand. Yeah, we're playing stadium. Okay, probably like 10 meters to the next, to the closest
it's so
audience.
Far away.
But it's not. So it's like I can just walk down, and they're like, "Hey!" So we do that after the show. We walk down and just shake hands and throw out the guitar picks for the people who want that.
But it's cool that, I mean, people are so far away too, and they might be cheering, and you hear them from very far away. You can't even see them, but
and that is the cool thing. At first, the show in Portugal, when we heard the sound like of the people cheering, where before we what's it called, walked up on stage, and when we walked up, you can hear like when you hear the crowd. So it's a really adrenaline kick. Yeah,
it must be.
Absolutely.
Damn. Well, those are the moments.
Yeah, right? Those are the moments, man.
Oh man. Yeah, but still, I guess it's not wrong when you say you are a punk. I guess you do punk music too, punk themed lyrics too.
Yeah, we call ourselves stoner punk.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So do you feel that you kind of submit to the whole commercial system now that you enter the big stage, right? That you get to fall victim to. I mean, it's paradox, right?
I understand what you mean, but we have never seen ourselves as like a punk band.
Okay.
We have never seen ourselves as a rock band. We never seen ourselves as a metal band. We've seen us as a stoner punk band, which this is everything in it. So we feel that we're free to do what we want.
Absolutely.
If we would been like propaganda, then it would probably be like going against our beliefs to do something like this. But it's like it's the greatest opportunity ever.
Totally.
Yeah, and I'm not too worried about the punk police. They can listen to their Minor Threat in their basement if they want to. Complain about us. That's fine with me. I like Minor Threat though.
So is this tour more exhausting to you in comparison to when you would headline yourself?
Hell no.
Everything's done for you.
No, this is like it's like a paid vacation. I mean, like when we tour ourselves, it's like crammed up in a small car, driving like fucking 12, 13 hours, blah blah blah. And here we have catering, and we can sleep on a bus. And so it's nice. Of course, it's like. We have a sound guy who snores like hell, so you can't always sleep. But then you solve that with some alcohol, and then you fall asleep. So, it's not the hardest tour life.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then you will be well rested on stage tomorrow in Berlin.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. So I really love talking to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, man.
I will see you on stage.
Awesome.
Bye bye. See you guys next time.
Bye bye.